How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and yeah, you know what? I've been in London just for a few hours, and I haven't gotten much sleep. I've been on a plane for 12 hours, but I'm here, and I'm here at the Samsung event where they're showing off their latest smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy S3. So we saw, some rumors on the internet for the past couple of weeks, and it's come to fruition, and here is the device. And just to give you a rundown of the specs, it's a 8.55 millimeters thick, so a very thin device, and it's got a nice curve to it as well. It's packing a 4.8-inch Super AMOLED HD display at 720p. It's packing a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core Exynos processor. You can see the changes to TouchWiz as well. It's got a 2,100 milliamp hour battery, an 8-megapixel camera on the back with 1080p HD video recording, and a 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera that shoots video at 720p. So there are a lot of cool features that we'll go a little bit more in depth then later in the video. But first, I just want to give you kind of a quick walkthrough of the device itself here. So you can see some ice cream sandwich elements here with apps and widgets, but you're going to see a new version of TouchWiz as well. Now, they're not really branding it with any sort of number. It's just kind of TouchWiz now, or the new TouchWiz, the latest version of TouchWiz. And you'll see the dock down here at the bottom, just out of by default, phone, contacts, messaging, internet, and apps. You're going to see some nice fluid changes to both TouchWiz and Android 4.0 as well, just in the way that the menu opens up and the way you switch over to things. You can see the notification bar as well, and the shortcuts up top, and then the notifications down below. And then you got some buttons down here. You got your physical button here. You got some capacitive buttons over here, home, and then, menu, and then back. And you've got your recent applications that you can access by pressing and holding the home button. They've added a task manager in there as well, which is a nice touch. But really a good-looking device. It's a 4.8-inch display, so you'd think it might be a little bit on the large side for some, but it actually fits really well in the hand. And I'm sure the 2,100 milliamp hour battery is going to be good for those that use their devices on a regular basis. You can see, just scrolling through here, 7 home screens out of the gate. And on the internet, of course, it's going to be set to the best web page on the internet, PhoneDog.com. Obviously, I may have cheated and set it to that before I started the video, so my apologies for my bad jokes. But you can see portrait to landscape transitions are nice and fast here. And you get a beautiful display, and like I say all the time, the camera's really not doing it justice. Gorgeous display here. And again, 4.8 inches, although it fits really well in the hand. And just to give you a comparison to another device in terms of size, there's the Apple iPhone 4S that you can see. So it's a little bit longer, but not nothing too major. So it's got a lot of cool features, which we'll go over in just a bit. But you can see here, just to give you a quick rundown, the dialer application, and then you can see messaging here as well, and see what it looks like. So some minor changes here as a result of ice cream sandwich. And just to take you really quickly through the settings, and you can see some of the stuff that comes out of the box: All Share Play, Chat On, Dropbox, Flipboard, Game Hub, Internet Radio, Keys Air, and then scrolling through Google Plus support, obviously with Messenger and Google Plus integration. And then you've got S Suggest, S Voice, and then you've got Video Hub, which is obviously a Samsung thing as well. So you can see the settings here, obviously looking like ice cream sandwich with little toggles by the side for Wi-Fi, for Bluetooth, and then kind of operate or segregate it out, if you will, by device, wireless, and networks, and then personal, and then system. So you can see some of the changes there. Obviously, some signal strength indicator differences also, and then it's just a really cool looking device, for lack of a better phrase. Really cool looking device. It's a nice change, and I can tell you, after working with it just for a few minutes, the fluidity of this device is really impressive. I've talked a lot about how much I love the Galaxy S2 in terms of the fluidity. It really redefined Android and the way that it looked. I think the Galaxy S3 is going to do that as well. Just very, very fluid. And you take a look at the camera here, 8-megapixel camera, and it has the ability to shoot still pictures while you're shooting video. So you can do the burst mode there, or burst mode rather, as well as that feature, which is a nice touch. So much more coverage to come on PhoneDog.com with the Samsung Galaxy S3. It is announced, it is on its way, and we'll have more coverage in the coming weeks and the coming months on PhoneDog.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/PhoneDog. Hit us up on Google Plus as well at gplus.to/PhoneDog, and follow me on Twitter and let me know what you think of the newest Galaxy at PhoneDog_Aaron, and on Facebook at facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. Let's take a look at some widgets before we sign off and see. Looks like we got some nice new widgets here. You can add the alarm, and you can change around the sizes of the widget, and more. Lots of cool features, but much more to come on the site. Thanks so much for watching. As always, we'll see you next time.